Hello everyone, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. New day and new damning revelation in the Bilkis Bano case, and as more such revelations tumble out, the more one is forced to think about the lengths at which the system has gone to undo the justice given to Bilkis Bano. A day after it was revealed that the Ministry of Home Affairs under Amit Shah had approved the remission or the early release of the 11 rapists who were convicted of gang raping Bilkis Bano, it has now come to light that many of them, while out on parole, had several other cases on them, including sexual harassment. The Gujarat government, in its submission to Supreme Court, had said that the decision of remission of these 11 men convicted of raping and killing of women, including pregnant women and children, was taken because of their good behavior. But the government's claim seems to hold no water, as many of these convicts are charged under several FIRs while they were out on parole for thousands of days before their premature release. Let's talk about this in today's video, but before that, if you are watching this video on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, you like this video and you comment below it. And if you are watching this video on Facebook, do like our page and follow our page. Now you can also access our videos, articles and live TV on our app. So if you haven't already, download HW News Network app on your Google Play Store now. It was a long and exhausting journey for Bilkis Bano to bring her rapists to justice. Bilkis, who was 5 months pregnant, was gang raped and her other child was snatched from her hands and thrown at the ground, instantly killing it. Other members of her family were killed in cold blood. Women in the family were raped and then killed. This happened in the communal violence that gripped Gujarat in the aftermath of the Godhra train burning. After the long and arduous legal battle, it was in 2008 that the special CBI court convicted 11 men for gang rape of Bilkis Bano and murder of her family members and awarded them life imprisonment. On August 15, 2022, on the occasion of Independence Day, 75th Independence Day, these convicts walked free with no remorse being spotted on their faces. They were showered with flowers, their feet touched and fed sweets as if their heinous deeds were forgotten or worse, celebrated. The Gujarat government facilitated their remission with the approval of the Ministry of Home Affairs and in consultation with several other authorities within Gujarat, even as the CBI and CBI court judge objected to their release. The government, in its submission to the Apex Court, said that these convicted rapists had spent 14 years in jail and they had displayed good behavior. We will come to the good behavior part shortly, but let us first talk about their term in jail. Do you know many of these convicted rapists spent significant part of their jail term out on parole, some for even thousands of days, for almost 3 years, according to an Indian Express report. Ramesh Chandana, 58 years old, was out of jail for 1,576 days, parole totaling to 1,198 days and furlough for 378 days, the maximum among the 11 convicts. Usually with a maximum duration of 1 month, parole is granted for a specific reason in case of short-term imprisonment, while furlough is usually for a maximum duration of 14 days after serving a specified minimum period in a long-term sentence. While no reason is needed for seeking furlough, it does not confer any legal right on the prisoner. Details in the Gujarat affidavit make it clear that the 11 convicts got an average of 1,176 days of leave each, furlough, parole and temporary bail. Only one of them, Baka Bhai Vahonia, who was 57 years old, was out of jail for a total of 998 days. Raju Bhai Soni, 58 years old, was on leave for a total of 1,348 days, with a 197-day late surrender between September 2013 and July 2014. Soni's 90-day parole from Nasik jail turned to 287-day leave owing to the late surrender. The oldest among the 11, Jaswant Nai, 65 years old, was out for a total of 1,169 days with a 75-day late surrender in 2015 at Nasik jail. So did they really serve the jail term they were sentenced to? And even so, the government decided to grant them premature release on what ground? Good behavior inside the jail and while they were out on parole. But the government seems to have not done their due diligence or chose to turn blind eye on it. According to NDTV report, multiple FIRs and police complaints have been filed against several of these 11 convicted rapists, including threatening and harassing witnesses while out on parole, one of which is also outraging modesty of women. Between 2017 and 2021, at least 4 witnesses in the Bilkis Bano case registered complaints and FIRs against the convicts. FIR number 1. An FIR dated July 6, 2020 was registered against 2 of the convicts, Radhesham Shah and Mitesh Bhai Bhatt, while they were out on parole. The FIR was filed at Randikpur Police Station in Dahod under Section 354, which is assault or criminal force with intention to outrage modesty, 504, which is intimidation, 5062, which is threatening to kill, and 114, which is abetment of the Indian Penal Code by Sabera Ben Patel and a witness in the Bilkis Bano case, Pintu Bhai. The FIR says 3 men, including the 2 convicts and Radhesham's brother Ashish, threatened Sabera Ben and daughter of hers, Arfa, and the witness Pintu Bhai for implicating them with their statements. Instance number 2. Mansoori Abdul Razak Abdul Majid, another witness, filed a police complaint with Dahod police against Shailesh Chiman Lal Bhatt on January 1, 2021. He too alleged threats from the convict while he was out on parole. This complaint, however, never turned into an FIR. Number 3. 2 other witnesses, Ganchi Adam Bhai Ismail Bhai and Ganchi Imtiaz Bhai Yusuf Bhai, filed a complaint against one of the convicts, Govind Nai, on July 28, 2017. The applicants alleged that the accused threatened to kill them if they did not compromise, while Nai was out on parole. This complaint also never turned into an FIR. Incidentally, despite the criticism from multiple quarters, the government has continued defending its decision. So much so that the Supreme Court yesterday slammed the government for their bulky submission, quoting several of the judgments but missing factual statements. When Union Minister Prahlad Joshi was questioned about it, he told NDTV that he sees nothing wrong in it and it is a process of law. People concerned have taken their decision. So here is what we know so far about the remission of 11 convicted rapists based on their supposed good behavior. First, the Gujarat government grants premature release to 11 convicted rapists in the Bilkis Bano case. Number 2, when criticized, it turns out that Amit Shah-led Ministry of Home Affairs had approved it despite objections from the primary investigating agency, that is the CBI. Number 3, of the 14-year jail term which was highlighted in their reason of remission, many had already spent thousands of days out on parole. Number 4, several have FIR or complaint against them of harassing and threatening witnesses while out on parole. One of them is even accused of outraging modesty of women. The government in its affidavit said that their behavior was found to be good inside the jail and outside on parole. This is the series of how the system, including Gujarat government, including the MHA and all the authorities who okayed the remission, came together to ensure the miscarriage of justice to Bilkis Bano. And all of it while we watched. Do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.